Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk about one of the most important lessons you'll ever learn: how to force yourself to succeed and build the life of your dreams. It's easy to dream about success, but it's something entirely different to create it. And here's the truth: it doesn't just happen by accident. Success is a choice, a decision you make over and over again every single day. It's not about luck, it's not about waiting for the right moment, and it's certainly not about waiting for the universe to hand you what you think you deserve. Success is something you have to earn, something you must force yourself to do, especially when you don't feel like it. Let me be clear, success is not easy. If it were, everyone would be successful. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is simple. One group has the courage to press on when it gets tough, and the other gives up. I'm here to tell you that your dreams are possible, but you have to make a decision. You have to force yourself to take action, to do the hard work, to show up even when it's inconvenient, and to keep moving forward even when you feel like quitting. Success doesn't wait for anyone. It doesn't wait for your perfect moment or for the perfect conditions. You have to create those conditions. Building the life of your dreams is about laying the foundation of your future with intentional action, discipline, and consistency. So I ask you today, will you force yourself to succeed? Will you choose to show up when others won't? Will you push yourself to become the person who is capable of achieving those dreams? The power is in your hands. Success is something you choose every day. It's not a random event, and it's certainly not a result of waiting for the right circumstances. It's a decision you make to act, to work hard, and to pursue your goals relentlessly. Discipline is the backbone of success. You must learn to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about setting a schedule and sticking to it, about pushing through distractions, and about being consistent. It's easy to quit when the road gets tough, but understand this: the bigger the challenge, the greater the reward. If your dreams are worth having, they're worth working for. Embrace the struggles, they're part of the journey. Vague dreams lead to vague results. To build the life you want, you need clear, specific goals. What do you want? What does success look like to you? Define it, write it down, and don't stop until you've achieved it. You won't get there by dreaming alone. Every day, take intentional steps toward your goal. It doesn't have to be big, but it has to be consistent. Even the smallest action, done regularly, adds up over time. Don't shy away from challenges. Growth happens when you're outside your comfort zone. Be willing to do the hard things that others are unwilling to do. Force yourself to learn, to adapt, and to stretch beyond what's easy. Your success is in your hands. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or the economy. Take full responsibility for where you are today and for where you're going tomorrow. You are the creator of your own future. Distractions will always be there, trying to pull you off course. Stay focused on your goals and your vision. Keep reminding yourself why you're doing this and what's at stake. Your vision is your compass. Let it guide you. The road to success is not a straight line. There will be setbacks, failures, and disappointments. Don't let them stop you. Resilience is about getting up every time you fall, learning from your mistakes, and continuing to move forward. Success isn't just about the end result. It's about who you become in the process. As you grow, develop, and force yourself to take action, you'll become a stronger, more capable person. The transformation is just as important as the destination. Success is not something that happens by chance. It's not some rare gift that a few people are born with. And it's certainly not something that comes to you because you wait for it long enough. No, success is a choice. It's a decision you make every day, over and over again, sometimes several times a day. It's the decision to take responsibility for your life, your actions, and your future. Too often, people look around and see others who seem to have it all: money, health, relationships, or happiness. And they think, why not me? What did they do that I didn't? But here's the truth. They didn't get there by waiting for success to show up at their door. They made a conscious choice to work, to push forward, and to pay the price for the results they wanted. They understood that success doesn't just happen. It is something you create, something you build with intention, effort, and commitment. If you're waiting for the perfect moment to start, it will never come. The perfect moment is now. There's no such thing as a guaranteed tomorrow, so don't wait for a better time, a better situation, or a better you. Choose success today through the actions you take, the mindset you adopt, and the sacrifices you're willing to make. It's in those small, seemingly insignificant daily choices that the foundation of your success is laid. If you want success, you can't rely on motivation alone. Motivation is a fleeting feeling. It comes and goes depending on how you feel in the moment. But discipline is something that stays with you. It's the force that drives you to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's the commitment to your goals, your values, and your standards, even when life gets in the way. Discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop over time through consistent effort. The good news is it's something you can cultivate. You don't have to wait for it to magically appear. You can force yourself to become disciplined. It starts with small decisions like getting up early, sticking to a schedule, or staying focused on your task when distractions are all around you. These decisions, repeated over and over, shape the person you become. It's about doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. That's the essence of discipline. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up even when it's hard, even when you'd rather do something else. Discipline is the ability to push through the discomfort, to do the work regardless of how you feel, because you know that the results will follow if you stay committed. If you want to achieve anything in life, whether it's building a business, getting in shape, or improving your relationships, you have to be willing to put in the work, even when it's tough. That means consistently making choices that align with your long-term goals, not giving in to the easy way out. When you're disciplined, you prioritize your future over your temporary comfort. It's about developing habits that serve you, not just today, but for the rest of your life. If you want to build something meaningful, whether it's success, wealth, or happiness, discipline must be at the core of everything you do. The bottom line is this: discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's what turns your aspirations into tangible results. Without it, all the talent in the world won't get you far. With it, there is nothing you can't achieve. Your dreams are worth every bit of struggle you will face along the way. And let me tell you something. If your dreams are big enough, if they truly matter to you, there will be struggle. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when. But here's the truth. The struggle is not something to avoid. It's not something to fear. It's part of the process. In fact, the bigger the dream, the bigger the obstacles. But that's exactly what makes achieving that dream all the more worthwhile. The path to success is never a straight line. It's filled with bumps, detours, and challenges. There will be times when you'll want to quit, when you'll feel like throwing in the towel, when you'll question whether it's worth it. But in those moments, you must remind yourself, your dreams are worth the struggle. They're worth the late nights, the sacrifices, the times when you'll feel like giving up. Every ounce of effort you put in, every challenge you overcome, brings you one step closer to realizing those dreams. You see, the struggle is where you grow. It's where you develop the character, the resilience, and the strength you need to truly appreciate what you're working toward. Without the struggle, success would have no meaning. Without the struggle, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the effort it took to get there. The beauty of success isn't just in the achievement, it's in who you become in the process of pursuing it. Think of every setback, every failure as a lesson, not a roadblock. It's easy to look at challenges and think they're signs you should quit, but the reality is they're the tests that will determine your readiness for the success you seek. You don't learn anything by sitting on the sidelines. It's the struggle, the challenges, the obstacles that give you the wisdom and experience that will serve you once you reach the top. Understand this: every successful person you admire, every person who's achieved something great, has faced adversity. They've all encountered the struggle, and yet they chose to push through. Why? Because their dreams were worth it. And the same goes for you. Your dreams are not only worth the struggle, they demand it. So when the going gets tough, remember why you started. Remember what your dream means to you. Push through the difficulties, because on the other side is everything you've worked for. You'll look back and see that all the struggle was necessary. It was all part of the journey that led you to the success you now enjoy. Your dreams are worth every challenge, every bit of effort, and every ounce of perseverance you pour into them. The struggle isn't something that should stop you. It should drive you forward, because the life you're building is worth it. If you want to achieve something in life, you must first decide exactly what it is you want. Vague goals will lead to vague results. Clarity is power, and the clearer you are about your goals, the more focused and determined you will be in achieving them. You can't build something if you don't know exactly what you're building. If you're just drifting, hoping for success to find you, it's never going to happen. Your goals must be specific. A goal with no clear direction is nothing more than a wish. For example, don't just say, I want to be successful. What does success mean to you? How will you know when you've achieved it? Define it, make it concrete. Maybe it's a specific income level, a certain position in your career, or achieving a certain level of health. Whatever it is, write it down, because the act of putting your goal into words makes it real. It gives it form, structure, and focus. But that's just the beginning. You need to break those big goals down into smaller, manageable steps. A goal without a plan is just a dream. How will you get from point A to point B? What specific actions do you need to take to make it happen? If you don't know the path, you'll get lost. Success doesn't happen by accident. It happens through intentional, purposeful action. For every goal you set, create a plan. A plan is your roadmap. It's how you get from where you are now to where you want to be. Without a plan, you're just guessing, hoping things will work out. Set clear deadlines for each step of your plan. This will keep you accountable and prevent procrastination from creeping in. And don't forget, your goals need to be challenging but realistic. Set goals that stretch you, that push you out of your comfort zone, but don't set yourself up for failure by making them impossible. If you aim too low, you won't feel inspired to give it your all. If you aim too high, it can feel overwhelming and discouraging. The key is to find the balance where your goal excites you, challenges you, and is within reach with sustained effort. Remember, your goals are the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without them, you'll wander aimlessly, uncertain of your next step. With clear, specific goals, you have a path to follow, a target to hit, and a destination in sight. Finally, make your goals measurable. You must be able to track your progress along the way. When you're working toward a goal, you need to know whether you're getting closer or if you need to adjust your approach. Set milestones and checkpoints to evaluate how far you've come. This will keep you motivated and give you the momentum to keep pushing forward. Your dreams are within reach, but only if you've set clear, specific goals that guide your every action. Without them, you're just hoping for success to find you. But with clarity and focus, you create your own success, one step at a time. Success isn't something that happens in a single moment, and it certainly doesn't happen because you're thinking about it. It happens because you take action, day in and day out. It's not about having the perfect plan or waiting for the stars to align. It's about showing up consistently, putting in the effort, and doing the work even when it feels like it's not paying off. Every single day you have a choice. You can take action or you can wait. If you wait, if you procrastinate, if you think there's a better time, you're going to miss the opportunity to make progress. The key to success is momentum, and momentum is built through consistent action. The small daily steps you take, no matter how insignificant they might seem at the time, compound over time to create massive results. You cannot afford to sit back and hope things will work out. It's not enough to simply dream about your goals or talk about what you want to achieve. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the only way you can close the gap between your dreams and your reality. Every step, every task, every action you take adds up. Even if it doesn't seem like much in the moment, it all matters. You need to understand that the act of doing something, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Progress is progress. Whether it's making a few phone calls, reading a chapter of a book, or taking the time to learn something new, every action is a deposit in the bank of your future success. Don't let your dreams fade because you're waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is now. Too many people get caught in the trap of overthinking or waiting for inspiration to strike. But waiting for motivation is a dangerous game. You can't rely on motivation to get things done. Motivation will come when you take action. The more you do, the more momentum you build, and the more motivated you'll feel to continue. Action breeds confidence, and confidence fuels your ability to take even more action. It's a cycle that keeps going as long as you keep moving. Sometimes you won't feel like it. Some days will be harder than others, and there will be moments when the last thing you want to do is take action. But this is where discipline comes in. The days when you least feel like working are the most important days to push forward. Force yourself to take that action even when you don't feel like it. It's in those moments that you build the character and the resilience that will serve you as you move forward. And remember, action isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for everything to be in place. Start now with what you have. Adjust and improve as you go. Perfection will never come, but progress is always within your reach. You can refine your approach as you move forward, but you have to begin somewhere. That first step is always the hardest, but it's the one that sets everything in motion. Every single day counts. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your dreams. So don't let another day pass by without taking action. Whether it's a small step or a giant leap, take that step. Move forward. Do something that brings you closer to your goal. Because without action, there's no movement. And without movement, there's no success. The secret to achieving your dreams is simple. Take action every single day, and eventually you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Growth is not something that happens when you're comfortable. It doesn't come from staying in your safe zone, doing what you know, and sticking with the familiar. Growth happens when you step out of your comfort zone, when you push yourself to do things that feel difficult or even impossible. It comes when you challenge yourself, when you take risks, when you face uncertainty. Growth comes from discomfort, and that's where the magic happens. You see, the truth is simple. If you want to become more, you have to do more. You have to push past the point where things start to feel difficult. That's where growth begins. Think about it. Every time you've achieved something significant, it was likely after a period of discomfort, struggle, or uncertainty. When you face challenges, you discover who you really are and what you're capable of. Without those challenges, you would never know your true strength, your true potential. Most people try to avoid discomfort. They try to find the easy path, the one with no obstacles, no hard work, no setbacks. But the problem with that approach is that it leads nowhere. Comfort is the enemy of progress. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're stagnating. The comfortable life may feel good for a while, but it doesn't lead to the results you truly want. To grow, you have to embrace discomfort. Whether it's learning new skills, facing your fears, or taking on tasks that stretch your abilities, discomfort is part of the process. The key is to stop seeing discomfort as something to avoid and start seeing it as a sign that you're on the right path. When you feel uncomfortable, it means you're moving in the direction of progress. It means you're challenging yourself to be better, to rise higher, and to become more. Think about the most successful people you know. Did they get there by taking the easy road? Of course not. They faced difficulties, they dealt with setbacks, and they encountered moments when it felt like the world was against them. But they didn't let those moments stop them. They used those challenges as fuel to grow. They learned from their failures, adapted, and kept moving forward. They knew that the discomfort they faced was just a stepping stone on the way to something greater. It's important to understand that discomfort doesn't last forever. The feeling of struggle, of facing something difficult, eventually passes. But the growth that comes from pushing through those moments stays with you. Every time you face discomfort and come out the other side, you've learned something new, you've expanded your capabilities, and you've grown stronger. That's the power of discomfort. It forces you to evolve, to become a better version of yourself. So the next time you feel uncomfortable, don't retreat. Don't avoid the challenge. Embrace it. Understand that growth is happening in that very moment. It may be uncomfortable, but it's shaping you into someone who can achieve more, someone who can handle greater success, and someone who is capable of handling whatever life throws at them. Remember, growth never happens when things are easy. It happens when you push through the discomfort, when you rise above the obstacles, and when you keep going despite the challenges. So, embrace discomfort because it's not just a part of the journey, it is the journey. If you want to build the life of your dreams, you must first embrace responsibility. Responsibility is the cornerstone of success. It's the key to unlocking your potential and shaping the life you want. Too many people want the rewards that come with success, but they're unwilling to take ownership of their own lives. They make excuses, blame others, and wait for circumstances to change. But success doesn't come to those who wait for the world to change. It comes to those who take full responsibility for their actions, their choices, and their future. When you embrace responsibility, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. You stop making excuses about why things aren't working out. Instead, you realize that you have the power to change your situation. You take charge of your life and decide that no matter what happens, you're going to make the most of it. This mindset shift is crucial. It's easy to blame others or complain about the economy, your upbringing, or your job, but none of those things have as much power over you as you have over yourself. Once you accept that you are responsible for where you are today, you gain the power to move forward, improve, and create change. Embracing responsibility means holding yourself accountable. It means acknowledging that the choices you make today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Your actions, your habits, your mindset, all of these things are within your control. When you make a mistake, Don't look to blame someone else. Own it, learn from it, and then make a better choice the next time. Responsibility is the foundation of growth because only when you own your actions can you truly learn from them. Taking responsibility also means taking ownership of your dreams. No one is coming to make your dreams come true. That's up to you. The world isn't going to hand you success. It's not going to give you the life you want. You have to work for it, fight for it, and most importantly, take full responsibility for the actions that will get you there. Success doesn't just happen. It's built on decisions, small and large, made every single day. If you want to live a life that's truly meaningful, you must take responsibility for shaping it. It's also about realizing that you have the power to change your circumstances. You might not be able to control everything, but you can always control your response. If something goes wrong, don't sit back and wait for others to fix it. Take action. Fix it yourself. You are in control. That's what embracing responsibility is all about, not giving away your power to anyone or anything, but taking full ownership of what happens in your life. Another aspect of responsibility is understanding that you are responsible for the energy you bring. It's easy to point fingers and blame other people for how you feel, but ultimately how you react to life's challenges is your responsibility. When things go wrong, how you respond determines the outcome. Will you get discouraged and give up? Or will you keep pushing forward with a positive attitude and an unshakable belief that you can make things work? The choice is yours. Success is the result of personal responsibility. It's taking full ownership of your life, your choices, and your actions. If you want to be successful, you must step up and embrace responsibility in every area of your life: your finances, your relationships, your health, and your personal development. Once you do, you'll stop being at the mercy of your circumstances and start creating the life you want. So ask yourself, are you taking full responsibility for where you are right now? Are you willing to take charge of your future and make the decisions that will lead you to your goals? If the answer is yes, then you've already begun to unlock the door to success. The journey toward success is not a straight path. It's full of distractions, setbacks, and obstacles. And that's exactly why you must stay focused on your vision. Your vision is your guiding light. It's the reason you get out of bed every morning, the fuel that powers you through tough times, and the destination that keeps you moving forward. Without a clear vision, you're simply wandering. You're reacting to life instead of directing it. Staying focused on your vision requires discipline. There will be moments when life will try to pull you in different directions. There will be new opportunities, new distractions, and even people telling you to take a different route. But if your vision is clear and your commitment to it is strong, you won't be swayed. When you know what you want, you won't settle for anything less. One of the biggest mistakes people make is that they allow themselves to become distracted by the noise of the world. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day chaos, to pay attention to what others are doing, or to chase after the latest trends. But here's the truth. None of those things will bring you closer to your vision. Your vision is unique to you. It's a reflection of what you truly desire, not what someone else wants or what the world tells you is important. To stay focused, you need to be able to block out the distractions and keep your eyes on the prize. This means saying no to things that don't align with your vision and learning how to protect your time and energy. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't contribute to your goals, you're taking your attention away from what truly matters. It's crucial to understand that your time is precious, and how you choose to spend it will determine whether or not you reach your vision. It's also important to remember that staying focused doesn't mean being rigid. Flexibility is key. Life will change, circumstances will evolve, and you may need to adjust your approach, but your vision, the bigger picture, remains the same. If your vision is truly important to you, you'll find a way to adapt and keep moving forward no matter what comes your way. One of the best ways to stay focused is to visualize your goals regularly. Picture your future self. What does that person look like? What do they have? What kind of life are they living? Keep that image in your mind. The clearer your vision, the stronger your motivation. And when things get tough, when you feel like giving up, that vision will be the thing that pulls you through. In addition, you need to develop a mindset of persistence. There will be times when it feels like progress is slow or when you feel overwhelmed by challenges. That's when you need to remind yourself that success isn't a race, it's a journey. Your vision is long-term, and the work you put in today may not show results immediately, but that doesn't mean it's not making an impact. Every small step you take toward your vision counts. Trust the process, keep moving forward. And remember this, the world will constantly try to distract you from your path, but your vision is your responsibility. The key to staying focused is understanding that the power to make it happen lies within you. When you stay focused, the distractions lose their power. You stop reacting to the noise and start driving your own success. Staying focused on your vision isn't always easy, but it's the most important thing you can do to ensure you get to where you want to go. Your vision is your compass. Let it guide you through the difficult days, the moments of doubt, and the challenges that inevitably come. When you stay focused, you begin to see the results you've been working toward. Keep your eyes on your vision and trust that the journey, though not always easy, will be worth it in the end.